So, we've got some good news today. Season 1 is coming. Season 1 is actually going to be out next week. As I am recording this and, of course, live broadcast, you guys, November 14th is going to be the launch date for Season 1 of the game, which has a ton of information already out for it. But we got our first official tease for it today. And it has been one of the most common questions that I've got. What do we expect for Season 1? Some of you guys have probably already been slamming the information. You know everything that's coming, but I'm sure a lot of people don't, and you may not have even seen my overview of some of the even future stuff we have coming. We'll get to this in a second. But first, we did get this little tease over on Twitter today from Call of Duty. They are showcasing 3 new maps that are going to be coming for Season 1 to multiplayer, specifically Hideout, Extraction, as well as Heirloom. I'll go full screen so you can see it. This has a lot of assets from the Avalon map that's coming that, of course, has a couple other maps that we already know about on it as well. I mean, look at this. Look at these helipads. We know exactly where that's from. This ATC tower, a little mini one. We also know where that is exactly from. And I will go show you. In case you guys missed it, there's 2 maps that are coming to this game. I did a full stream walking through Area 99, which we found, as well as, of course, Avalon. I already have that pulled up, and there's a couple of elements in here that I noticed right away from our fly-through and exploring this entire map last weekend. So one of them is this actual excuse me while I have to actually fly all the way over here. I'm going as fast as I possibly can in the game. You can see we lose some visibility here. But this is pretty much this exact ATC tower, a little mini one. There's also, I thought maybe this would be the spot of this map, but it doesn't coincide. This is too dense for what it is, right? And then if I go all the way back, just bear with me here. We're going to have to do a little bit of flying here. There's a couple kind of port areas over here that I thought maybe it could be one of those, but it doesn't have any of the helipads. We do have a lot of maps that are going to be coming back. I kind of want to do a full video just showcasing some of. We've got firing range in the middle here, protocol over there, WMD that's going to be up here. But this is the closest comparison that I can find for what's going to be coming off of this one. Side note, that's high rise over there. But where is it? I think this like fortress over here could be, it might be like an interior, might be like a museum like this. I don't know. It was marked as like a casino is what people thought it was going to be. And then this very well could be on the edge of map somewhere, even potentially up in the northeast area, kind of like hidden by Hacienda. But this is the closest thing I could find, at least. You tell me what you think. Obviously, it kind of has a little bit of like an ATC tower type here, but that's at the top of the police station. Doesn't quite fit, but you can see the helipads are definitely the same design. Like this is for sure the same design right here, right? It's pretty good. Vinci, what up, man? Dropping a 6 gifteds, taking over the top gifter on the day. Thank you so much, man. So anyways, that was the first bit that I wanted to show you guys for what we've got coming on the multiplayer side. Now, the other element of this is what we have coming on the Warzone side. This is what I'm very excited about. And we got to see a little bit of this overview of the actual map with the fly-through. We could go into the other map and do that now. But this is the Area 99 high-level fly-through that we did last week. You can see some of the different areas of the map. And, of course, the detailed version of this is going to be the map that we're going to be getting November 14th. We actually got to play and experience ourselves at Call of Duty Next a couple months back. Now, this was a very early version of the game. This was in alpha, and it felt like at the time when I played it that there was a lot of work to go on it. I don't know what you guys thought about seeing the Area 99 gameplay back at Call of Duty Next. it felt like it needed quite a bit of work from the textures to, I mean, a lot of
teamwork make a dream work.
Of course, this is going to be a resurgence map as well. That's going to be introduced into the game. I have some news on the big map as well for you guys. But this is a slightly smaller map than what we have for Rebirth Island. So it should play...
That's a lot of new map area to experience fall damage on.
What? Hey, thank you for the 5 months, Mr. Alex. We have emotes, which now are also... You know what? They already improved the emotes for what they are in the game with the hotkeys and everything for it. But these are all of the details that we got from the blog post for Warzone and what is going to be coming. Obviously, high-level overview of the map with even better screenshots, what their intentions are, an overview of Area 99. I feel like this is all old. You guys saw this. We're aware of this. But something that was buried a little bit deeper that even I missed, now that we have a little bit more context with Black Ops 6 and everything, I feel like maybe I just forgot it when I read it, but we now have we have some of the information for the integration with Big Map Warzone and the perks and some of the other things. So the main level things that are going to be implemented into Warzone on Season 1, which is coming very soon, is the omnidirectional movement, obviously full 360 movement. We're very familiar with that right now. The ordinances from Black Ops, so our weapons, launchers, all the equipment, everything is going to be shifted over. The dedicated melee slot, so you're going to have a melee knife you can pull out at any time. Global weapon builds, so they're getting rid of the old blueprint system for the new one. I don't know how this is going to integrate, where you can get some of the wild cards, which we'll touch on a second, with the old weapons. I'm kind of concerned with that, honestly. Carry forward content is still going to be in Warzone, though. Obviously, none of it's in Black Ops. If we go into Black Ops right now, you can't play any of the old characters and weapons into that. But you will be able to do that in Warzone. They've already confirmed that many times. We've known that for a while. Which also should mean if you guys have those double XP skins that give you free double XP permanently if you're playing with a friend, those should also work. So if anybody's got the wubs and wants to play, we may need to do some grinding. Classic Prestige as well as Relocks. This is an incredibly in-depth leveling system coming to Black Ops multiplayer and zombies at launch and to Call of Duty Warzone at Season 1. So I completely missed this. This is confirmed. They put this out already. This is from their official thing. Prestiging is going to be coming to Warzone. That rewards your dedicated grind with dozens of truly spectacular and unique rewards. Relocks, to continue progression through the prestige system, your military level from 1 to 55 are reset, also known as relocked, and must be unlocked again. However, your weapon progression is kept. We know that. There's a way to access your favorite items with permanent unlock tokens. That's why I'm saving mine. I'm going to be using my permanent unlock tokens for Warzone when that comes out. Emotes and sprays are also going to be added. So all of this has already been confirmed, and these are the new perks that we're going to be getting in the next game as well. They're combining some of these things we already know. So like, for example, Primed, which is its own perk, and Mountaineer, which is its own perk, are now becoming Dexterity. So that still is going to be in the game. Combat Scout, where you shoot somebody and they're pinged, and Tracker, where you see the footsteps following behind them, are going to be combined into one perk. They're combining a lot of these perks together that people aren't using, and then obviously adding some of the new perks as well. MW3 still is miles better than Black Ops 6, man. Well, it's going away, so RIP. The current way that Call of Duty Warzone utilizes perks isn't changing drastically, so we're still going to have the perk package kits. Raven is simply bringing in new elements to Black Ops 6 experience for the next iteration of the game, including returning past weapons, balancing the perks and other equipment to offer, and dropping in rotating and lootable perks into the match. They have another bit on that in a second. First, if you guys are familiar with building your loadout in Black Ops 6, if you have been playing it, then you know that there's this wild card slot down in the bottom, which has a lot of different additions to it. There's only going to be Overkill and Gunfighter in Warzone 1. Excuse me. in Warzone 4, if that's what we even want to call it here, in Season 1 of the new Warzone. There's only going to be Overkill, which lets you bring two things, or Gunfighter, which will let you put 3 extra attachments on your weapon, which does lead me to believe that this will work on the old weapons. It doesn't specifically say you can or cannot do it, but if we're in MW3 weapons, or even MW2...
to the 6-month badge.
RD Kane locking 6 months on a tier 1. Good to have you in the squad, as well as Richie, 4 months, locking the badge in. We're continuing on, man. 4 months on Twitch. Isn't that exciting? Oh man, we're making strides. So yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about that? This could make some of those old MW2 guns. Maybe we bring the Vel and some of these old ass guns. Maybe it'll give them some more life if you have 3 extra attachments. Because I gotta say, the attachments on these guns, like, they're not that crazy. There's 3 slots that you can help your recoil if you do the comp. You do the vert barrel, or the vert grip on the underbarrel, and you do recoil springs. And if you go gunfighter, like, you'll get some more unique things, but I'm not sure how that's going to feel against the MW2 weapons, or I mean, the MW3 weapons are much better than Modern Warfare 2, so maybe it'll have a bigger impact on that. I just have a feeling people aren't going to want to go back and regrind all those old guns, so they're still going to make them really bad. I doubt you're going to be able to put the old guns on it when Cold War lets you do it. It was only for those new guns, I believe. Yeah, but when Cold War integrated, those weapons came with 10 attachments. That's just how those worked. You didn't need to put a perk on in order to get those extra attachments onto the gun. They just always had 10 attachments on them. That's the difference for me, that I think this might be different. We'll see, though, because it doesn't specify here. Utilize the Cold War for the first time in Warzone. These allow you to add modifiers that would normally bend or break the rules of the loadout system. They're also going to have floor loot perks in the game, too. So, lootable pick 3 perks. If you are eliminated in-game, your equipped pick 3 perks pack, so that's just the normal way that we choose our perk package, is dropped, like the current experience. And the pack is lootable. However, lootable perks during a match, you can gather more than those 3 perks by finding valuable perks in caches and other locations across the map. I really hope this is on the big map as well. I think this would add a lot of fun. Rotating perks as well to keep the game fresh. We are updating a set of perks with the rotated in and out of the loot pool. So every season, they did mention this to us. They're going to change what perks you can even find on the ground. I feel like they should take away Specialist Bonus, or at least not make it so common when this comes out, just for a bit, so we can kind of learn all the different perks as what they are. But we'll see. Specialist remains. The rare and improved perk package will remain in the game. So it is going to be in the game. Day 1. Hopefully it will be rare, though.
Toss a coin to your streamer.
I feel like it should be. Elvis, also the 2nd month, most recent on the day. Thank you for the prime. Now, we have seen this as well. We're going to have weapon mastery camos. At the time, we didn't know what these are going to look like. Now we do know. These are the Warzone mastery camos right here. I have a feeling that I may end up getting this. I mean, that looks sick, dude. It's even reactionary when you start shooting. It charges up. We may have to go for these. I'm hoping that it is not a significantly miserable experience to do it, though. Because playing Warzone and trying to get headshots and whatever is very challenging compared to playing multiplayer. To the same extent, that might force you to then go and play Plunder, which I don't necessarily want to do. If we have something like Purgatory, that could be a really nice grind to get it done. But Warzone's going to be a completely different beast. I don't know how they're going to handle that.
Teamwork, make a dream work.
The Tiger Stripe one reminds me of Vince's Speedo. What? JK, I won't let you tag. Okay, let's keep going. Reticle challenges will also be in the game. Interestingly, with the way that these work, if you do a zombies reticle, you cannot use that in multiplayer. I feel like that's a huge mistake, and it shouldn't even be like that. I'm guessing it's a glitch, actually. Yeah, because it says that you can use on any site in multiplayer zombies or Warzone. So that should be fixed. Dark Ops calling cards challenges. This wouldn't be Black Ops game without the Dark Ops calling card challenges. Excellent. Of course, we're going to be losing the backpack for Warzone. Still a little concerned with this, but I do think it's going to be for the better of the game as a whole. You're not going to have to deal with learning to manage your inventory and everything with it. If it's an XP-based camo like Warzone Mastery camos, that would be cool. That would be a great idea. No more backpacks in Warzone. They're going away. And actually, this game we're going to be playing a little bit later might be a little bit more like that OG Warzone experience. We can get a little bit of reminiscing and see what it's also like at the same time. But this is going to allow for easier muscle memory when you go to non-loadout inventory items, cash on hand, gas mask, plates, kill streaks, etc. Now, they are still having the satchels in the game, but this is no longer going to be for perks. There's 2 different satchels. There's going to be one that increases your armor, and it makes it so you can carry like 12 plates, which is fantastic. The default, I think, is like 8, and then you can carry 12. It's a lot more than what it was. At least that's how it was at the gameplay that we played here. No, okay, default is 6, and then it increases to 12 when you get the satchel. But it also, there's a munitions one that increases the ammo that you can carry, which I think is great as well. I think that's how it should be. Snipes! Dropping a 5 gifted subscriptions out to the community as well. My man. The huge 25er. Thank you so much, Janelle, Call, Dean, Blunder, Fallen. Congrats, guys. Thank you. Other expected changes. Raven Software continues to go into the game. So these we already know. The Ascenders are going to be louder. They're going to be faster. Actually, they already made them louder. They're going to be much faster. You're no longer going to be able to do the zipline tricks where you like launch yourself into the air. I think that is for the best. I really do. I think that is for the best, even though I abuse it all the time. I do it because that's what keeps me competitive in the game. You have to do that if you want to stay competitive. That's going away. Live ping's duration is going to be decreased. This is going to make Combat Scout a little bit better. You still will be able to live ping, but it's not going to last as long. That's probably good too. I'm not sure, though, if this is referring to if you ping something and you leave that idle ping there and you need a like quality of life, just remove your pings, or if it's talking about your live ping on somebody and they go out of line of sight and then it lasts for like 2 seconds out of line of sight and then it disappears. Maybe that instantaneously when you break line of sight, the live ping breaks. But it says the time that the ping sits on the field of vision has decreased. So I kind of think it's the former, where it's just you put a ping on the map and that disappears quicker now. I'm not sure. They also mentioned some UI improvements to the game. We will see. I'm guessing that's some of the things that we've already seen in the game. They're changing it to some of that UI. The big map, though, they're giving us all the information for big map. I wasn't even sure if they were going to keep big map around, especially at the launch for it. I was just not informed. Ranked play is going to be coming day 1. So if you are a ranked big map grinder, Warzone day 1 season on the 14th, we're going to be getting ranked play for big map on Warzone, which I think a lot of people are going to be very excited about, in addition to getting all the movement changes and everything for it. Now, I'm not certain if we're going to be getting, I'm sure we'll get like the satchels and stuff. A lot of times with loot, that's a little more map specific. And so that's where I'm not entirely sure they're going to do this perk loot system. I think they would. We probably will find all the loot on the ground there. But I am more concerned with things that they're going to be taking away from us more than anything. So that's kind of the lowdown on everything that we know so far with what's coming for the new season. Obviously, I didn't discuss anything on zombies. What we've heard on zombies prior to this is that before the end of the year, we will get another new zombies map. So my guess is maybe they post it today. Maybe it's in a couple days. I don't know. I mean, I'll keep an eye on their Twitter. If you guys see anything on Twitter post today, let me know. But I've got like the COD updates, everything. I will stay on top of it, of what they're going to be revealing for that, if there really is going to be a new map. And
Celestial Stars.
I don't know. I don't know.